Alright, y'all might find me really annoying for the next couple weeks. I'm just not gonna be able to shut up about weapons. In this new horror film directed by Zach Cregger, 17 children from the same elementary school class mysteriously disappear from their homes in the middle of the night, and a small town is left to figure out why. Right off the bat, the story structure is genius. Allowing us to understand the story from different characters' perspectives is something you don't see a lot in modern horror. And one of the things that caught me off guard about this movie is just how funny it is. Obviously, there are parts of this movie that are terrifying, but there were also times in this movie where my entire theater laughed out loud. Usually, that's not a compliment for horror films, but Weapons is very intentional in its humor. But don't get me wrong, this movie's still scary as hell. Zach Cregger uses a perfect blend of suspense, haunting imagery, perfectly timed jump scares, and just the right amount of gore in this film. Going back to the story structure, I really enjoyed how different characters' stories intertwined with one another. Especially James, this is my guy right here. I think there's something to be said about the story of what seems like the least important character being the story that ties everything together for real. And don't get me started on Aunt Gladys. Not only do I absolutely love her character in this movie, I think she's about to be a new horror icon, mark my words. Oh, and if you come to my house and ask me for a bowl of water, you will be asked to leave. Thirsty. On its surface, Weapons is an extremely well-made horror story, but I think what makes it really special is the underlying themes behind it. I know there's going to be a few things that go over people's heads when they see this film. I know it did for me on my first watch. To be honest, if I had to give a critique for this film, it would just be to portray its deeper messages a little bit clearer for the audience that may not want to do a whole deep dive. Overall, I gave Weapons a 4.5 out of 5 stars. You gotta check this out while it's still in theaters. Let me know in the comments if you plan on checking this out. Peace.